Ready? Welcome to another episode of The Epic Family Road Trip. If we look tired, that is because we are exhausted. We just got to Toronto from Vancouver. We did the red-eye flight. We haven't had much sleep, but we're going to get this video up for you. This episode starts in Woodburn, Oregon. There's a place called the Wooden Shoe Tulip Festival where the tulips are in full bloom with the beautiful mountains in the background. And we've wanted to go there for some time but just haven't been at the right time of year. But this time it worked out perfectly. So enjoy this footage of the beautiful Tulip Festival in Woodburn, Oregon.
And then you're just cutting wood out of it to make it.
After that, we went back to Salem to say goodbye to Grandpa and Grandma before heading north. Now we went straight out to the coast first to Pacific City to spend a couple of days in our favorite place in Oregon and just enjoy the beautiful scenery and the weather and the ocean. That's what I was trying to put. There you go. Woo! Whoa! Good try, bud.
Oh, it's super fun. Don't eat it.
rocket, you had it. Started the day climbing this dune, and we're gonna end the day the same way. But tonight we get to see a beautiful sunset. Can't beat the Pacific Ocean. There's Carol way up ahead of me. I gotta get going. After enjoying Pacific City, we started to head up the rugged Oregon coastline right up to Astoria. Along the way we passed the famous Tillamook region where all that delicious cheese and dairy and yogurt and milk and all kinds of products come from. You'll see all the dairy farms and cows on the side of the road and fields and farms that we passed. It's a really neat region, and you can understand why so many beautiful dairy products come from there. After Tillamook, we continued north to the very top of Oregon, which is a place called Astoria, and that's where the Columbia River floods into the ocean. And there's a really long bridge that we cross, and at the end of that bridge we're now in Washington State. So the plan there was to continue up the coast of Washington and eventually get up to Port Angeles, where we would take a ferry across to Vancouver Island. Our ultimate goal there was to get out to a place called Tofino. We've been up that route a couple of times and we've always missed Tofino, so we were making sure we'd hit it this time. But when we landed at our camp in southern Washington, I got a text from my sister and the kids' beautiful aunt, Deb, from Toronto, Canada. And she had been diagnosed with a terrible illness, and got a really difficult prognosis, and it hit us so hard. We said we need to get back to Toronto and help support her in her fight. So she was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer, and if you've known anyone that has been diagnosed with that disease, it's a terrible thing, but she's a real fighter, and she's full of passion and faith and excitement to conquer this disease. And we just wanted to be there to give her our moral support, to give her a big hug from our family, and to just show her that we are with her every step of the way to fight this disease and to overcome it. It's a horrible thing to have to face, but she is the type of person that is going to do everything it takes to really beat cancer. And so we felt so far away. We're way on the west coast, she's way over here on the east coast, and we just thought we cannot continue to travel the way we've been doing and enjoy all these beautiful places while she's going through that difficult battle. So we just shut it down. We just said, okay, we called our travel agent. We said, we're in central Washington. We can either go to Portland, Seattle, or maybe up to Vancouver. Can you find us a flight in the next day or two at the most to get us back to Toronto? And our travel agent was able to find us a flight out of Vancouver. So we had already set up camp for the night, but we packed up everything and we started heading up north. And so we got as far as south of Bellingham, Washington, and then we camped for the night, and then got up early the next morning and headed up to Vancouver. And the only flight we could find was a red-eye that left at, was supposed to leave at 11 o'clock at night. So we got there a bit early, and so we were able to park the Jeep and the motorhome in the long-term parking there, and then take a train downtown. Since we had a couple of hours to kill, they wouldn't even let us check in our bags at that point. So we headed downtown Vancouver, which was a really awesome experience, and we got some food to eat and enjoy the beautiful bay and watch the seaplanes coming in, and just had a chance to enjoy a really sunny, beautiful day in Vancouver. Hey Ma, Vancouver. Thinking of Auntie Deborah right now, who's at the doctor, and we are praying for a good outcome for her. She's meeting with her surgeon right now in Toronto, so we just came downtown because we have some time waiting for our flight. They won't even let us go in through security or check in our bags yet, so we came downtown real quick, grabbed something to eat, and then we look forward to flying to seeing our auntie and my sister and Carol's sister-in-law, Deb, and showing her all kinds of encouragement and strength, because she's going to have a real battle ahead. And we're looking forward, of course, to seeing the rest of the family and Opanoma, everybody back home. So for now, we're in downtown Vancouver by the beautiful waterfront.
The only thing that's left. If you have love, you ought to give me some. And now we wait for someone else to come. Oh, it's sad, but it feels right. Are we just hallucinating now? This is the final I just take a bow. While it all falls apart, guess you can't win them all. Oh no, oh no.
After that, we jumped back on the train and got up to the airport as fast as we could, got our bags again, and checked them in, and started to wait for our flight. Now, the flight was delayed. I'm not sure what happened, but the plane it needed maintenance and they were about to cancel it, but luckily there was another plane waiting. So by about midnight or so, we were finally able to board the plane and head across the continent to Toronto. So the flight went well. We arrived here early this morning, very tired. I don't think I slept much at all. None of the kids did. So that's why we're a little bit under the weather, a little bit tired, but we're so excited to be here to show support for my sister Deborah, the kids' aunts, Carol's sister-in-law, someone we love with all our heart. After a long flight, we made it to our hotel, and everybody almost immediately fell asleep. Didn't get much sleep on the plane last night. So Saturday morning, we're gonna get some sleep, and then we'll be ready to go for tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow we can say hi to my sister. Tomorrow or Monday, whatever works best for her. But right now, sleep. And so many of you who are part of the Epic family, we just want to reach out to you and say, if you're a praying person, please send your prayers, your thoughts, your good energy, whatever you can. Send it to our Aunt Deborah, my sister Deborah. She needs everybody's support behind her because she is going to beat this and return healthy and whole to her family. She is a mom of 7 beautiful children. Sorry. Just one sec. I can't even talk. She is one of the most amazing people, a mother of 7 beautiful children, and her husband Frank, and I'm sure it's tough on all of them, but she's gonna make it through. And if you can help by sending your prayers, we would really appreciate that. We thank you for watching this week's video. Even though it's a short one, it's not a complete whatever you might expect from the Epic Family Road Trip, but we really appreciate each and every one of you. And in the meantime, we will see you down the road.